They be like, what you got, Cody? What you gonna do?
You ready? Let's go get it. Let's work. Let's go get it.
Welcome back to the Basketball Breakdown.
5 dribbling tips in 5 minutes. You like that, don't you?
What's up, Coach?
They weren't supposed to see that.
hey, we live, Coach.
We live. Yes, sir.
Breakdown.
Yes, sir. That was funny.
How you doing today, Coach?
I'm doing well. How you doing on this lovely Sunday?
Man, Coach, I'm feeling good, man. We just came off another tournament weekend championship. I don't know where my hardware is.
Man, y'all winning too easy. What's that? 2 weekends in a row? 2 championships?
Yeah.
I got that. Y'all got that stacked team over there. Coach stacking the squads over there. Man.
Listen,
they running to you. Running. I gotta go to Coach.
Hey,
Coach Leo.
We are all guard team. We don't have no bigs. We all guards.
Y'all the Warriors, huh?
You better be able to run with us. You better be able to run with us.
That's up, man.
Because that is our strength is running. So but yeah, now we live. We want to appreciate those that are tuning in and those that are gonna watch the recording of this. But as you know, Coach, I love
those that's gonna hop in as we stream. We'll be here for an hour. So hopefully we'll get a lot of people who will join us, come in with some questions, ask a few questions.
Yes.
That'd be nice. Engage with us. That
comment section, go ahead and write something in there. We'll get it. We'll be able to see it and we'll be able to talk about it and we'll be able to highlight it as well. But make sure you like this video. Share this video. And you can even share the live link, the those that you think will benefit from it. Friends and family, players, etc. At the end of the day,
I got it. Man.
What's up,
Coach? I know you feeling pretty good today, man. Your boys, them Steelers, man. Got a dub. They got a dub when people didn't think they was gonna get a dub. They saying Russell Wilson. Russell can't do it. And Mr. Wilson is showing that he still got a little bit in the tank. Conversely, my boys, we getting the rug. We getting the dust beat off.
A moment of silence for Coach Rich and the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. Man, it's hard to be a boys fan, man. I ain't going nowhere though, but God.
You're a diehard fan, Coach. I mean,
I'm not a fair weather. My wife said, I know you loyal. Remember that? You a Cowboys fan. You ain't going nowhere.
Hey man, that ain't right, man.
No, I'm not going anywhere. No divorce. I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm loyal.
Yeah,
man.
Loyal.
Them boys be hurting my heart, man. Oh, they be hurting my heart.
Hey, Coach, your Longhorns won though, man. They put a spanking on Florida. And you was at the game, so hey, listen.
My Horns did a little something. They did a little something. They're doing well. I mean, I just hope we can keep it going. That SEC is nothing to play with.
Man,
every game, man. Hey, anything can happen. So them boys, if they can stay
up
focused,
on each other.
Yeah, them boys can stay. Georgia lost, so I mean,
hey, it's crazy in the in the SEC. I was getting ready to say Big 12, but Texas ain't in the Big 12 anymore. But
no more, no more.
The way they are handling business, and I was even watching a little bit of that Colorado game. Man, people was hating on Deion Sanders. Prime time got them boys playing. Another coach trying to impact the lives of kids, but. Hey, as we get into this, Coach, who we talking about? I know we talking about football. We're talking about the Cowboys and my Steelers.
Man, I think today, man, we're talking about Austin's own. Born and raised in this area, Mr. Jarrett Allen. Mr. Jarrett Allen. We always say we got to talk about a big man, right? I mean, and I think he is an ideal big man, selfless big man that we can talk about. He is selfless. He does whatever the team needs to do. He don't go in with an ego. He goes in with a hard hat and he does his job.
He's a throwback.
He's a rim protector. He gonna play some defense. He don't care if he get dunked on. He gonna go out. He gonna work as hard as he can when he's on that court, and he's productive. Very
productive, coach. Productive.
Got into the league, he was productive. I mean, he's been productive his entire career, pretty much. He's just a productive kid. I mean, he's not a kid now. But he's a productive young man. He goes out and he puts his hard hat on. What do you need me to do, coach? All right, I'm gonna do it. And that's what he's doing. He did it when he was drafted by the Nets. And he got traded over to the Cavaliers. I mean, he's still doing it. He's giving them what they need.
I know a lot, Nets are bad. They let him go. And there's a lot of teams that would love to have a Jarrett Allen.
And the thing about it, coach, his potential is so high. Jarrett he's doing what he needs to do. But the guy, he has high potential. High potential.
What are some key things, when you say that, right? I know you just ain't shooting the breeze, right? Like you saying that for a reason, coach.
Yeah. I mean, Jarrett, he's an athletic guy. I mean, he's one thing that's great about him is, he's his temperament, man. He doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. It's hard to rattle him. It's hard to try to figure out what he's thinking about or what's going on in his head. But when it comes down to it, he is going to be productive.
Yeah.
He is not going to back down from anybody.
No.
He don't care. I mean, what was it? His first year when he went up against LeBron? I mean, he just he don't care. And if you can go in with that mentality, you're going to be productive. You are going to be productive. If you go in with the mentality, what do the team need? They need me to be a rim protector. I'll be a rim protector. You need me to run the floor. I'll run the floor. You need me to rebound. I'll rebound. You need me to play some defense. I'll play defense. Oh, okay. I'm not going to be the focal point on the offensive end, but you need me to get a double-double. Okay. I'll get a double-double.
Listen. So, as Coach was just saying, you're about to see some breakdowns of actually Jarrett Allen. If you don't know who he is, you're about to find out. The young fella,
he's such a calm dude, man. He's the same.
He's a stat stuffer, coach,
dude, and he's the same as he was. He has not changed. That's just his demeanor.
And many don't know. Coach will never say anything, and Coach not the guy to promote himself. But Coach has worked with this young fella when he was in the Austin area through high school, and in one of the things you can see glimpses of it. Right. And it's nothing about Coach and great. Coach pours his heart. Coach Rich pours his heart into anybody who he works with. And I'm sure if you was to ask Jarrett, he would say the same thing, man, because Rich lays it on the line. So, Coach, I know you sold in this young man. You don't do it with any intentions to want anything back. You just say, hey, my job is to give into the next generation. And this is why I love watching one of Austin's finest retired jersey at St. Stephen's. Yeah. Let's
one year at Texas. I mean, come on.
1 year, one and done.
One and done.
So let's get into this, Coach. Let's see what we got working here with our man Jarrett Allen. Right? Well, here, just following. So
people don't think Jarrett can dribble, man. Jarrett can dribble. He can handle the rock a little bit.
Jarrett long, coach.
He got some bounce on him, man. He can handle that rock. But if we notice in these clips, he is around the bucket. He is around the bucket. His
teammate is beat. Teammate beat here, right? And this is where we talk about players is help and feel. Jarrett's like, listen, I'm all about that help. and meets Jason Tatum at the rim, not afraid to get dunked on. A lot of players will move out the way because they don't want to be on a highlight reel. Jarrett don't care because he probably gonna get more. He gonna get more highlights with blocks than most people. Not give me that, and that's how I love it.
But think about it, man. You're gonna be more likely if you are intentional with attacking the the offensive player, right? And you're going to protect the rim, more than not, you're going to get blocks, because every time you're going to learn how to block it, right? You're going to get caught. You're going to get caught a few times, but more than not, you're going to get that block, because every time you're training yourself. Okay, this, because I mean, think about it. When you dunk, there's only a few things you're going to do anyway, right? So it's all about that approach, trying to find that distance, get that timing. And he's sort of getting to the point where he's mastering that, man.
You'll see in these highlights as we break this down, Jarrett's ability to block shots. But we talk about even here, just rolling. We talk to big guys about this. If you learn how to set a screen and then dive to the basket, like he knows defenders coming over to help right in this area here. All he has to do is dive to the basket. Some players would just stand out in the middle of nowhere because they're like, surprise, you know what's going on here. Jarrett's like, nah, man, I'm diving. I'm looking at it, and all I gotta do is go up and get it.
Look at that, though. Look at that. I mean, it's that picking, and he's always around, right? He knows how to follow the ball. He knows how to keep his space. He doesn't crowd the offensive player with the ball, right? Because he knows that if I just get to the right spot, I'm gonna have an easy bucket, or I'm gonna have an easy rebound, right? If he misses it, I'm right here for the rebound. Look at him. Look at that right there. How he's just Coach, he adjusts his body.
But he's always roaming around the paint, making himself available. So we talk about when we're training or we're coaching teams is get in a player's passing window. Okay, you'd be like, what does that mean? Where if a player starts to drive to the right, for example, and I begin to circle to make sure I'm in his window or I'm moving down. If I'm a guard on the wing, I need to move push corner and get in his passing windows. If I'm a big, I need to move opposite side. I need to get lower than him. Jarrett is always finding ways to get in players' passing windows, and they know he can finish. Like it's simple things. Every time a defensive player makes a mistake, he capitalizes. Right? Another game.
He comes. Go back though. Look how he comes off. Players, big guys, not even just big guys, but on the pick and roll. You can watch how he comes. Go back a little bit. We need to get that pick and roll, Coach, or a little bit more.
Here we go.
I think go back a little bit. Can we pause it?
Let me see.
I know that stuff be going so quick. We're gonna have to get a little more. We gotta get a little. But even here, look. Just can we get like a millisecond? I'm asking Coach like he missed the editor back. Hey, Coach, can I get a little millisecond of that?
Hey, we gotta get another system set up, Coach. Let me see how far I can go back.
Work on that, and so we can scrub it a little bit. We can't scrub exactly.
A little bit. Let me go right here. Well, let me see about what we working with, Coach. I can time it here.
Hey, be patient with us, people. Be patient.
Yeah,
we're gonna get better. Right there. That's perfect. All right. Now look at that. Look at that setup. Now Jarrett is not only if you sort of look at him, he's reading his man. Right. Look how his head is. He's protecting himself, setting a solid screen, got a low base so he don't get run over.
Low and wide, right, Coach?
But look how he's eyeing his man in the paint, though. He's reading. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna hedge? Is it gonna be a sibby hedge? Is it gonna be a full hedge? Is he gonna cheat to really just help out? You know, is he gonna drop? What is he gonna do? And as you let it go, he reads. Look already, because you look at that. And if players just do that, right? It's not always a role, right? It's just to be able to attack. Look at that, man. Come on, Jarrett.
That extension, Coach. Come on, Jarrett.
Don't close your eyes, Jarrett. Did you close your eyes right there, Jarrett? Don't close your eyes, young man.
He didn't want to get poked in the eyes, man. Listen to that. Let's see it.
But look at that timing, though. Look at the timing.
Yeah. Jarrett, that said, he's trying to poke me in the eye.
Again, look at that pick and roll. Look at that. Man, come on. Players, you can learn a lot. Look at he there. Where am I going to go? I'm going to. All right. Let me give me an easy bucket. And
simplify.
That could have been the end one.
Get the rebound. He's not wasting time doing multiple pivots. Right. One power dribble and up. So when you watch this right here, Coach, my man let it gather and just rise up. He's just like, I'm rising up. I don't need to do anything extra. It's simple. Like he makes He makes the simple look simple.
Yeah. But
Right?
even this
Because
one
he
too,
just
how he's just going right down the middle of the court.
yep.
Look at that. Easy buckets. He know how to get easy buckets, man.
Hey, one thing about Jarrett, he gonna move.
He
Like
gonna
as a
move,
big
yeah.
man, like he moves like Steph Curry in the perimeter as a big man.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't. Some big men they stay stagnant. They'll just
Yeah.
stay in the dunker spot and they'll make themselves available. But he's moving. He's trying to
He's
get those
moving
easy
around.
buckets. That's why he shoot that such a high percentage for his career.
He has really Jarrett is fast. He has good feet and he has
Yo.
bounce. He got some bounce, man.
Mm.
And he can shoot the little. Go ahead, show him, Jarrett. They don't know you can do that.
Little
You
mid
can do
range.
it.
Hey, did
You
he call
didn't
glass?
call that glass, but they don't know you got that little mid range in you, Jarrett. Look at that. Look how deep he had him. Look how he pinned him under.
Hey, coach.
Look how deep.
The left hand jump hook.
Left hand
So
hook.
that it takes practice shooting a jump hook with both hands.
Yeah.
That's a left hand jump hook right there, coach.
He sealed him so deep, it was nothing he can do. Look at it following. Let me go ahead and get that.
Just trailing.
Look at just trail and just
look
the timing of it. He's there. He's players, coach, players will just watch. How many players on a fast break will just watch? They run it. Oh, he got that layup.
Talk to him, coach.
They running down the court. Oh, he got that layup, and it's a missed layup. When you could be running like timing it. Let me tell you, I'm about to get me a dunk, right? Nah, cats don't. You know what's
interesting, right? Like there's a lot of people that want to get dunks in games, and I know a lot of players. Boy, they look like they'll put on the highlight reel of warm-ups, right? When the ref's not around or something like that, Rich. And I call them layup line
throwing the ball up off the backboard, throwing it in the air.
Versus crowd be all hyped, they get in the game, don't get no dunk.
They don't do nothing in the game.
If you run the floor, you're good for anywhere from 4 to 8 points, easy points, just by running the floor. Just run the floor as hard as you can. Put that hand up, right, and say, "I want the rock." Put that hand up. You know what I mean? Just put it up. Say, "I want it." Right. So I said, I know Coach and I from time to time we'll do a little bit of good venting, and because we coach,
right?
And we'll ask players run the floor. Simple things, right? And so the little things what Jarrett does, what makes him so effective as a basketball player is he will run the floor. Another thing, making himself available. Look at it. Defender comes over to help. Making himself available.
But even in that, Coach, go back a little bit. You notice he was ready to rebound.
He was rebounding, ready to catch a oop.
Yep, he didn't keep his eye. He didn't keep his eye.
Gathering.
Yeah, he was gathering. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Some players, they have this assumption, oh, he gonna shoot. No, keep your eye on the ball. Keep your eye on your man. And I guarantee you're gonna get some easy buckets.
See, it's not only this, right? Like whether he was looking to crash the rebound or whether he was looking to catch a oop, his hands were ready. And I have coached players, and I know you have, where their hands are not ready. So what happens is they may get a pass thrown to them, but because their hands are not ready, they bobble it or the ball bounces off their hands, and they'd be like, but no, just be ready. Have those hands ready to catch so you can be effective.
Right.
Right.
Look how he's all look, man. He goes,
hey man,
he just gets to the right. But it's sort of like, how shooters know their spots around the perimeter. It's like he know his spots around the paint. He know where to go to around the paint. Okay, if I just get right here, I know that's an easy oop. If I get right here, I know that's an easy layup. If I just slide in front of my man, I know that I'm gonna get something out of it. He don't just watch. He gets himself in position so that he can be effective in that particular possession.
If there are any big men around, I know everybody wants to shoot the three. Everybody wants to handle the rock. Everybody wants to be like a Kevin Durant type. I get it. This dude has made millions playing in the league by rebounding, blocking shots, shooting a high percentage from the field, and just bringing his hard hat.
Running the floor.
running the floor.
Running the floor.
I'm watching this, right? The simplicity of it. Because if Jarrett Allen can play in any era, because he is a throwback, but he's doing well in his era. Man, Cleveland right now at this current recording is 11-0, coach.
11-0.
And he's a big part of it because they've been hanging their hat on defense. They're a great defensive team. They've been shutting everybody down, man. They embarrassed the Warriors the other night. I was like, man, that was a tough one for me, coach, being a Bay Area product, man. That was a tough one.
Coach, they embarrass the Warriors like the Eagles are embarrassing the Cowboys right now. 34-6. Sorry, I digress. My bad.
Hey, coach hurting right now, man. Coach is a big time Cowboy fan. He hurts. No, if you have any questions, and in the chats as we're still breaking this down, but if you have any questions, just in general, it could be basketball related, how we view things, how we coach, whatever it may be, put it in the comment section. If you want to know something, if we can help you out, allow us to help you out. Like one of the biggest compliments that I got this weekend from coaching is a coach from another team, a parent from another team, part of a program, was like, hey, I watch your stuff and I learned a lot from it. It's one of the biggest compliments that we could have got and why we do this. So as we're traveling around coaching and playing throughout Texas, those things are huge. So so shout out to Rich, and go get it, Basketball Academy, for that. And then, but yeah, let's get back into this, coach. Like I said, if there's some questions that pop up, great. If not, we're gonna keep rolling and talk about some key things that we see with Jarrett. Once again, following, man, he was looking for the landing and still made this, coach. Look, he looking.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that.
Look at this.
Tell you that boy's athletic, man. Look at the smile on his face too. You see the smile at the end?
Coach, I gotta look at this again, man. I gotta look at this. This dude right here.
Go back.
Jumps. Look.
Can you go back? Can real time? Can we go back one more? All right. After that, let's see what you got.
Right after this. My man looks down.
He looked down. Look at that.
And
That's
just
so
a flick
sweet.
of the wrist. Man, protects the person under him, doesn't land on him. Oh man.
Look at that. Come on, Jarrett. Using that offhand. Go ahead. Come on. We got to give the big man some love right there. Top of the key.
Coach, it's not only the
high.
offhand. When he
But look at that.
But
look at that, man. That elbow. He keeps that.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that. Come on. Straight line, AB line. It works every time, people. It works. It works.
So he didn't do what, coach? He didn't circle. So watch this as play. He didn't do that little circle thing when them players go all the way to the other side of the court.
He didn't do that C cut.
He didn't do that C cut. The AB line attack, getting to the basket. That's true. Truth what it is, right? And the defender did not have a chance to get back in front. Like the defender is done right now.
Yeah. And
Jarrett gathers and goes to plant, and he got them big mitts, and just let me dunk it on your head. Yeah. Like this man. Is that Daniel Gafford? Man, I think he's with the Dallas Mavericks right now. He probably like, man, good. I'm glad I'm in the West. I don't have to play against this dude all the time anymore. Whew, man. Hey, KC Kyle Kuzma move out the way, coach.
Oh, I mean, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? They not now. If that was Jarrett would be trying to block that shot. They ain't not shot blockers, man. Them cats like, let me go ahead and clear. Let me get out the way. I don't want to be in that poster.
Hey man, Daniel Gafford did try to block it. He just wasn't in the position to do it. Yeah, leave Jarrett alone. Don't get in that dude's way. Another thing with Jarrett, like just having his hands ready.
Yep.
Like to be able to just catch. Look at it, like hands, and then let me just go up and finish.
That's value, man.
Yeah.
Look at that pick. So I'm gonna go ahead and slip it because I know they're coming out. Gotcha. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and slip that because I know. Oh, let me just not
coming off of this pick and roll. You guys know what a slip is. There's some basketball heads out there, but if you don't, instead of him rolling, all he does is act like he's getting ready to set this pick, and then he splits right in between these guys. He slips the pick. and he dives right to the
There
basket.
you go, right
And
there.
look at that. Gives him an easy pocket pass and the help side. Listen, man,
He didn't try to dunk that either. He
yeah,
he jumped away like, I don't want to get dunked though. If you dunk it, you can't say it's on me. Oh,
he
somebody
made it.
got a question, Coach.
Let me see, Coach. We got a question
Let
over there,
me
Coach.
pull it up. Yeah.
Go ahead. Listen there.
Say, how do you get your hands ready to catch the ball? It's a good question. Good question.
Good question, man. Who is that, Coach?
That's
Man, who's that
Julia.
posed that question? Julia
Julia
McGuire.
McIver posed that question.
Oh,
She
man,
used to
look
be
at
a
that.
baller herself.
She used to be a
But-
baller too, huh? Okay,
the secret to that is open hands.
Hold on, Coach. Let's make sure we get this in close. What's the secret, Coach? For
Open
those out
hands. If I'm ready,
there.
my hands are ready.
Yeah.
Right? We always say when you shoot the ball, right? When does your shot start? Your shot starts on the catch. If your hands are like this, you're not ready to catch the ball. Your fists are closed, you're not ready to receive anything, right? You got to open up those hands to receive. And they have to be open. Not this, not fingers pointing. That's when you start getting them jammed. You be jamming them fingers. Open up your hands.
Soft hands. Those jam fingers, Coach.
Hands are not flat. Look at that pinky won't even stretch out all the way. But hands are not flat, because if hands are flat, the ball gonna just, it's like a bowl. You gotta have soft hands.
Stone hands. If your hands are flat.
Soft hands. Hands are ready. You just move it. You can move around with your hands like this. They coming here. You like, okay, where you at? Because now your hands are ready.
Man.
And you're watching. But the key is, though, you have to watch the man with the ball. You have to watch the ball. You can't assume that he's just gonna shoot the ball. Right? If you assume that he's going to shoot, you take your eye off the ball, and then next thing you know, the ball is hitting you in the face or hit you in the chest. Instead, just watch. Don't assume. You watch until the shot is up with your hands ready, and then you're ready to go up and get the rebound.
Good question. Good question, Julia.
I hope I answered that.
Yeah. And for those that have trouble catching, the only way to get better is to do this thing called practice. And I'll say it again, practice.
Practice.
You can find the wall and throw the ball as hard off the wall as possible and just work on catching it different ways. And the thing about also catching passes, it doesn't always have to be a perfect pass, because all of us has watched and played this game enough to know that there's very few that know how to put the ball on time, on target.
Right.
And as a guard, that's something you should learn, on time, on target, if you don't know what that is. That means when a person rolls, you give them the ball on time, on target, into their hand, into their mitts. Because some will throw it at dudes' ankles and knees and be like, how come you didn't catch that?
Be like, I'm 6'9", man. You threw it at my ankles.
Or some will jump in the air and do all this stuff, and it's like, oh, let me throw it. Nah.
Hey, Coach, what about the ones that's 3 feet away and they throw it like a missile? Like it's a hot potato.
All years of
like they throwing a full court.
It's like that dude is 2 feet away from you. Ain't no way in the world he catching that heater. I said, put a little touch on that thing. Make it as passers. Please hear me when I say this. Okay. If you're passing to your teammate, do you or do you not want them to score? I'm going to answer that for you. You want them to score. So if you want them to score, give them a pass where it leads them into a scoring play. Right? Like I was talking to our players this weekend, Coach, about kick ahead passes. Kick ahead passes are looping over the defense. They're not direct line passes. Direct line passes on a fast break, if you're on the same plane, is very, very hard to catch. But if I loop it over, you run under it like a receiver, you're flowing right into a layup. It's a pass that's not practiced very often. But I digress. Let's get back to our boy.
Thanks for that question, Julia. Appreciate it.
Yes. Showing those highlights.
Left hand. Let me grab it. Let me go up. Pump. Nice, Jarrett. A little up and under, a little pump.
But look at how he goes and just snatches his rebound, Coach.
That left hand. Give me that.
Wimby. Better stay on the ground. Now, don't tell me going.
Oh, he got Wimby.
Right.
That's 7-3 right there. Tell you, he
Look
don't
at this,
care, man. That's why he's
he
successful at that. He don't care.
yes. Like, take this out, coach. Like, he's beat technically right now. But he's smart enough to know to be like, all I gotta do is meet him at the rim. That's where he's going. So in players, when you get beat, if you got a little bounce, you got some shot blocking ability, it's a meeting at the rim. Dude, Jarrett go for everything.
Look at this.
Look at this. Like, he could have easily gave up.
Oh, look at that. Come on, Jarrett.
Dude, and Wimby actually, did he cock this back a little bit?
Yeah, he cocked it back. Yeah. What? He went behind the back. He was trying to get a little highlight.
He was trying to get a highlight.
He was trying to get a highlight.
Jarrett's like, not on my watch.
Jarrett, one of those guys, you gotta pause it for a second. So just a little, Jarrett is one of those guys you have to quick dunk. Right. This one, it's like you just have to it's not one of those you hanging. A quick dunk is you just go boom. You just go straight to the rim, boom. You don't give him any chance to hang because he's gonna meet you at the rim with the hang. But if you can learn to get those little quick dunks, you just get boop, you just dunk it before you even get all the way up. Just boop, you got a little quick little dunk.
Man,
you're not gonna get your shots blocked. But when you go in that hang, you're giving him an opportunity to get that hand and meet you at the rim. But if you get him with that boop, like you already dunked before and he's still jumping up and you coming down because you already dunked.
If y'all want to know what a quick dunk is, all you do is watch a highlight video of Coach McGyver dunking on Rasheed Wallace. Oh my goodness.
Come on, Coach.
Hey, my bad, Rasheed.
I'm not even thinking about that, man.
Rasheed, he ain't talking about it. I'm talking about it, Rasheed. You get mad at me. I'm gonna tell you right now, that was a quick dunk. So that's what we have to get a highlight out there.
It's just a quick dunk. Boop. You just got to get him real. That's the secret to it.
And he didn't get a chance to rotate. Got him. I'm like, Coach, man, that's all right, man. But hey, that's cool that Rasheed gave you a shout out. Said the worst I got dunked on was by this dude at Texas. Man, we saw that footage, boy. That was
just a little quick boop. Yeah, just got to get them real quick. No, you don't. You don't. Sometimes you don't have the same bounce as other guys, right? But that don't mean you can't beat them. Sometimes it's just who can get there first. And you get there, boop. You just got it real quick.
Oh, come on, Coach. I love it. I love it, man. Well, let's get as we watch it through, let's get more of Jarrett, right? Jarrett, if you look at
his hands are ready though, Coach. His hands, go back though. His hands are ready. Look at that, nice. But look at the hands. His hands are open.
And even though the ball was thrown behind him,
he was still anticipating the pass though.
Yeah. He's paying attention. He's reading it. He's putting them big old mitts on it. And he's like, man, let me go get this. Donovan Mitchell said, I like playing with Donovan Mitchell's like,
here you go.
Again.
You would think by now, but I mean, again, Coach, that's so successful because of the person who's coming off the screen. If they are a true threat coming off the screen, you're going to have that all day.
Yeah, that's Karis LeVert right here. Karis LeVert coming off the pick. He a scoring threat. You know, that dude can get his shots up.
So you have to account for him.
DeMar DeRozan trailing. So the big man has to step up and help. Has to. He has to make a choice. Do I give him a bucket? And then what happens here is just so happen that Jarrett doesn't stop moving, and he forces you to continue to play both of them. Yeah. And
but I love how I love how Jarrett tracks the ball. You know what I'm saying? How he tracks. He's looking right now. He's tracking. He's looking. He's not giving up. He's not, what is it? Popping out for the he's just
pick and pop.
Pick and pop. He's just tracking, trying to get to the bucket. Because he knows where his money is.
With Jarrett too, I noticed, Rich, he doesn't celebrate a lot. He just act like the old Barry Sanders, like he'd been there before. Like he's like, Jarrett. This is what I do. Like, why you surprised?
He don't get too high. He may every now, but he don't get too high. He don't get to, man. He's just even kill.
Yeah.
He even kill, man.
Another thing here is, here's the thing. I think it's missed a lot among players setting screens.
Yeah.
The importance of setting screens. Jarrett gets open a lot because he's a willing screener. A lot of players aren't willing screeners because it's like, hold on, well, I want the ball. Everybody has the mindset of I want the ball. But what happens is when you're a willing screener, you're most of the time the two defenders are going to go to where the ball is. And Jarrett does these things like this because he's a willing screener. He's the one that gets the open shot.
Yeah.
Or should I say contested, but he can finish when he got a guard.
Yeah, he can finish. Yeah.
Once
he slips those screens. Look at that. He keep going.
Running the floor.
He don't assume. He like, I know I'm about to get me a dunk or get me a layup.
Hey, he would have got a dunk if that foul didn't happen.
Yep. Got an and one.
And think about Jarrett, man.
Sometimes I think dunk that, man.
I think if you don't dunk it on him, Jarrett, I think he let people, because if you look at this, Rich, look at how he's just letting them, and then he times it, and he knows where to meet him at.
Yeah.
He didn't try to cut him off. He didn't try to take a charge. I'm a shot blocker. I'm timing it.
I know you're going to show the ball. Yep.
At some point, you got to show it, right? Same thing. And look at where Jarrett
look at it. I tell you, man, they think that boy ain't got no bounce. Look where he jumped from. Right, dotted line.
Well, outside the dots, coach.
Go back. Do that one more time, coach.
Jarrett, long and athletic. When you're long and athletic, like his arm length, I just want to see where his shoe plant. Look at that.
He's planting inside that. He's in the circle. But he tracks the ball so well.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's tracking so well.
Look at that. If you leave off of him to help, he's going right to the paint, and he's going to get an easy bucket.
Look at that.
Again, don't jump. Don't jump. Come on. Once he's
fun to watch,
ball,
man.
coach, because he'll roll off the coach, and once he palmed that ball, you might as well get out the way with Jarrett.
Yeah, it's over.
He dunking that thing. And three key things, man, about Jarrett is like people mistake his basketball IQ, or they may discount it. And what he's doing as a big person, you have to understand the game enough, because if it was, there would be a lot of athletic guys doing what he does. Like I remember DeAndre Jordan in his heyday, like he was a great lob threat, but he wasn't a guy that tracked and moved like Jarrett, and defensively. I don't never remember DeAndre Jordan being a defensive player that Jarrett is, trying to meet everybody at the rim. But Jarrett is just one of those guys, relentless on the boards, always been a high rebounder, always. Look at that. Once again,
look at he's tracking it. Look how he tracks. Look how he tracks it.
All the green jerseys, coach. Look at this.
He's looking.
Brook Lopez is boxing him or semi-boxing him out. Jarrett's like, okay, cool. I'm just going to go ahead and move you out the way, and I'm going to get to your right side because I'm tracking the ball. And I just moved right where the ball is going to be.
Yep.
And look at where he ends up.
Get your dunk. Come on. Now, he was at the free throw line, or near the free throw, at the hash. Got that rebound.
Nah, he's at the free throw line, pretty much. Look,
at the free throw line.
Where is
he started at the free throw line.
Started there. Brook Lopez goes
and he tracked it. Let me go get it.
And Damian Lillard's like, man. Then Giannis is like, a business decision.
Yeah. But I'm saying, look at that. Just pursuing and being persistent, right? It's like on that end, he's just tracking, and he has in his mind, this is my board. I'm gonna get the board. And look at the opportunity look at that. They know, and look at the trust his teammates have for him. They know Jarrett's gonna be around. Jarrett's gonna be around. All I gotta do is just throw it to an area. He's gonna be right there. I mean, that's great. I mean, that's gonna keep him in the league for a long time, man.
Oh, bro. As long as he stay healthy, he's gonna be in the league.
Yeah. Look at that.
No waste of time on this play, coach. Here.
Hands are ready. Look at the hand.
Look at just pogo.
Go right up.
Right up.
That boy got some
just
bounce,
pogos. Hey, he's so quick
off
his
got
feet.
You.
Nice little
Got a
jump
little
hook. We
hook.
saw a left hand jump hook earlier. A little nice little. I like that little touch.
He
Jarrett has
tracking.
with
Look,
duck
look how he
pin.
get in position.
Look at it. He getting in that passing window.
Yep.
He didn't stay here.
Mm-mm.
He moved here into that passing window. Big man, learn to move. Jarrett, once he get it, he finished around the rim.
And one.
Fouling
Yeah.
or no fouling. He gonna finish around the rim.
Here he come.
Jarrett
He's coming.
Just run
Go
the
ahead, give him a
floor.
little and a little pull. Pull on the jersey. See that? Tried to pull him over.
Try to pull him
But
over.
he's tracking though. Watch. Even here, look. He's starting on the right side. Even when if he come over to the left, look how he's tracking. He got his eye on him, right? Look at that. He doesn't take his eye off the ball.
See the big man running? Like Jarrett already knows he has an advantage.
Yeah.
He's just running straight down. He's already got eye contact with Donovan Mitchell. So once he keeps running. Donovan just shovels.
Yeah.
Like, look at the help. Like this is when we talk to players about like Coach C in the floor. All right. If I got a guy that's a great finisher and against a guy that's a horrible defensive player, we're gonna attack that. You're gonna exploit that. And so, and I give you an example. Like we was playing this team this weekend. I ain't gonna call out the name because I don't want them to know what we was doing. Okay, but we was running this. We ran this play. I'm not gonna put my information out there on the YouTube world. Okay, because we ran this play.
Now, Coach, now that you know they watching you, they trying to get some information.
I know they watching. I'm like, hold up, I gotta be
they
careful
watching
what
you,
I
Coach.
say. So there's one player that he couldn't defend in space, and I knew he couldn't defend in space. And I was like, man, I said, Trent, run that same play. run that. Hey, man, we ran that play to that point. I turn around. He was sitting on the bench, Coach. He was out the game. Hey, and we was trying to go at him, Coach, because he can shoot. But we like, right. Man, listen, this young fella, we about to get him out the game. He was sitting on the side. Can't guard his space. So you better figure it out. You better be able to guard in space. But that's the thing in this situation here where Donovan Mitchell, there's such a trust with the Cleveland Cavaliers where he's able to feed off each other and see when these teams make the mistakes. And yes, basketball IQ. We got let's put this up, real quick here. Now, are you asking a question about basketball IQ or are you making a statement of basketball IQ? Because we can talk about basketball IQ. Statement. All right, we'll take it as a statement because I don't see no question mark, Coach. Way to call that out. All right, cool. But let's touch on that a little bit, Coach, because I think the term is used a lot in sports about basketball IQ. And what does that mean? What is that when you hear that term, Coach? What's the first thing that comes to mind? I know I'm putting you on the spot, but
it's simple. Just what is your understanding on how to play the game? Are you a spectator, right? Or are you a student?
Yeah.
It's like, it's some guys have a natural IQ, right? It's like everything come easy to them. They can pick up a sport easy. They can play it a few times and they get it. They understand spacing. They understand movement. They understand tracking the ball, rebounding. Some people can pick up a basketball and they can dribble it with ease and they can understand how to get to the rack and not just dribble around, right? It's everything has to have a purpose. So you're with a basketball IQ, you understand the purpose. You understand the why. If you're a spectator, you don't understand the why. You can have a knowledge of the game, but yet not have a IQ of how to play the game.
And you know what? No, 100%, Coach. I love that. That observation of it. When I talk to players all the time about learning to watch the game as a student and learning how to break down film honestly, not just watching the ball. And I think where we remember when it was Sports Center back in the day when Stuart Scott, man, we used to wait for it and be like, when Stuart Scott come on, that dude, he was so good at talking about highlights. It's like you made Sports Center highlights with Stuart Scott. Like as a ball player, you knew you made it, right? And so what I feel like it's created is sometimes the highlight generation, right? And so what happens, they may not look at the whole play, how that highlight happened, but they enjoy the highlight. There's this affirmation and this instant like gratification that comes with highlights, that players seek the highlights, not the stuff that led to the highlights, right? And so as I want to encourage young hoopers out there, coaches out there, teaching kids more, or players, not just kids. I know I'm saying kids because we coach a lot of kids. Teaching players how to understand the game, angles, movement, etc. The reason why Jarrett, like what Julia says on here, and I agree, one of the reasons why Jarrett gets so many easy buckets is because of his IQ. Jarrett's a smart kid, smart young man, and we say young fella, right? Smart young fella, and that allows him to play this game. So is the word cerebral coach, and so they know that he just sees it 4 or 5 plays ahead.
Right.
Man, if you could develop basketball IQ. Man.
I mean, but coach, it's really the key to have the ability to make quick decisions, right? Mm-hmm. Quick or wise decisions in key moments, right? Yeah. So if you have the ability to make quick decisions, precise decisions in key moments, that says a lot about your basketball IQ. And that can be something as simple as being in the right spot at the right time, right? It's as simple as knowing when I have an opportunity to attack a gap and get an AB drive, right? Or if I get an AB drive and the defender helps, what do I do? Do I know where the other players are, right? Am I able to know where they are? Am I able to think ahead to know, okay, if A happens, then I have B. But if B is affected, then I have C. Yep. And then if C is affected, I have D. So you have all these counters, right? So the ability to create counters and be ready for counters tell a lot about your basketball IQ. And the thing about it, players have to have a basketball IQ to have success. Athleticism will only take you so far. You only can go so far with athleticism, right? And Grantley, that could take you quite a distance. But if you can marry that athleticism, what we always say, if you can marry your athleticism with your skill and your IQ of the game, it's going to make you that much of a better player, smarter player, and it's going to allow you to stick out more so than what you normally would.
Well, 100%, right? Like, Coach, and you were talking about that. I was just thinking about a play, right? I just got my board out, Coach. I don't know how clean this is, Coach. But I was talking about, like, sometimes when players, and I'm gonna see if I can do this upside, like down, right? If a player is driving and they draw, but they're not driving to this defender, but they're driving here.
Good bucket, yeah.
This player has to suck in. Right? Yeah. I don't know if I can see it, Coach, right?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see it. Lift it up a little bit, Coach. A little high.
Lift it up right there. All right. Okay. All right. So now, if I got a shooter over here in the corner, guards, like I said, you're not driving to here. Okay. You are actually driving. You're trying to get that AB line attack there.
Right. To the
when
bucket.
This defensive player sucks in, that is an automatic kick as this player starts to come in. This guy has a shot in the corner. Okay. Shot in the corner. What I will see sometimes with players, Coach, no joke. We've seen it. We've seen it as coaches. All right,
Coach. We're gonna have to raise our. We're gonna have to get us a little board, a little screen we can draw on so people can see it. Yeah,
I think it'd be good, right? And but I'm gonna try to talk this through. With players, they will drive to a spot, stop. And the defense actually is almost like in a semi-trap, and then they'll try to kick it. No, you got to read that defender as the defender's coming in, be ready to penetrate. And you did your job when they start to rotate in, and it's a quick kick. It's a pitch before you stop, right, and you give open shots. And so those are things that we talk about from a basketball IQ standpoint. And so as we want this not only just be us watching the highlights, we want to also be able to teach this game and let you know some of the things that we see. Because when you got shooters in the wing or the corner and they shoot a high percentage, you got to know how to get them to rock. What are the plays that can get them to rock? All right. And so let's look at some more of Jarrett, right? As I pull this back up here, let's get some more Jarrett Allen action because Jarrett's I can watch Watch this all day, man, Coach. I'm
Tell
going to go
you,
back and look
you,
this
you
up.
appreciate that, Jay Allen, don't you? Look at that.
See, this is why I appreciate it. I appreciate stuff like this, Coach. You got me hyped. When I see people do stuff like this, look at this, man. Offensive player thinks he got a shot. Jarrett's like, nah. This dude meeting this dude at the top of the square, Coach.
I know, dude. He tracks, man. He tracks that ball, man. He does a great job of tracking the ball. Hopefully they'll show another angle of that.
I know, man. They got to show another. Ooh, man, he went and got that, Coach. Here
We go. Look at this. Look at this.
Look at this. Look at this, man, Coach. Just tracking it, Coach. He's blocking it without fouling. Look at it. Look at his
left hand. Yeah.
Left hand ain't touching him. And one of the cool things, Coach, he blocks with either hand.
Yeah.
We talked about when players go up with their left hand, your mirror hand is the right hand. Some guys will try to block it. If they're left-handed players, they would have tried to block that with their left hand instead of blocking it with their right. When he's tracking out the other side, and he'll do either or, but he has the ability to block with either hand, and I love it. Look at this angle here.
Coach. Top angle.
Ooh.
Oh, that's all ball.
Kept it in bounds.
That's
kept
all
it in
ball.
bounds. No. Hey, meet you at the rim.
Your turn. Okay. You got a little floater.
Just that
okay,
little touch. Let me gather. Look at left hand jump hook.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just nice little left hand jump hook.
Real quick. That was that quick dunk. Watch. This is a quick dunk.
Because he's a pogo stick. That dude get up off his feet quick. If you really look at how he gets off it, how fast he gets off his feet.
So a quick dunk is you just put it in. Look, bloop. As soon as you get it over the rim, you just drop it in quick. Bloop.
But
those are hard to block.
This, Coach, the first thing I'm looking at is because I'm looking at his feet. He has active feet. I talk to players about having active feet. He's not flat-footed. He's not stagnant. His feet are already activated, so he's ready to jump or to do whatever. He's ready. Active feet, boom. As soon as he catches it, pop up, pogo stick.
But that's a part of his game, though. When if you watch him ever tracking on either end, you will hardly see him just stuck in the mud, right? Stationary, flat feet. His feet is always moving because he knows. I mean, that's where his bread and butter comes from. I have to be ready when I catch it. I got to be ready to do something. I can't figure out what I'm going to do after I catch the ball. I got to already know this is what I'm going to do. And if that don't work, I have this. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to do this.
We know as basketball players, like we scout, we watch film, we gain understanding, we help our players learn. In the NBA, they watch film at a whole nother level. Jarrett Allen is rim running.
Yeah.
Watch what the defense does here. Come on, Coach. See, that's what I'll be saying. Like, no knock against these dudes in the league. But I know you watch film. Nobody touched you. You let Jarrett Allen run free to the rim. Jarrett knows. He's like, hey, man, listen, y'all going to let me just run free? No touch up, no, forearm to the chest saying, no. This dude got a free rim run.
But Coach, this is a league where they don't want to give up threes, right? I mean, he was so concerned about that 3-pointer.
Yeah.
See how he went out that he totally forgot who's that Sabonis. He forgot about Jarrett in the paint. He was going out to contest the 3-pointer and got his partner dunked on.
I don't know if I would do that with Jarrett Allen run down the middle, Coach.
But I mean, at that point, you're not thinking. I mean, how many people are thinking, let's stop Jarrett? I mean, that's why. Look,
I hear you, but there's a game plan for him when he look when he around the paint. There is a game plan, knowing that he be going to get stuff. Like, what shooting percentage does Jarrett shoot for this? Like, seriously, Rich?
He shoots
Jarrett
shoots about He
Yeah,
right now he's shooting 66. Ooh, Jared, 66%, 65.6% from the field.
come on, coach. Right.
Let me see what he shot. Let me see what he shot last year.
As we get ready to land this plane, right, on this live. Thank you all again for joining us. We hope you take something from these lives and that is helpful to you. Like I said, if just reach out to us if you got any questions, you can comment on any of our videos, and we'll do the best we can to answer them. And also, if there's a specific player that you would like us to talk about, I know we had the little John Stockton action. It's funny, Coach, because we talked about John Stockton last week. I sent some videos to my PG, and we was talking about it. And so his one of the guards he's going to be studying this season, because I give my players homework, study certain players. He was like, man, I got to study this guy more. So I'm excited that he's taking on that challenge to study the game more. Right. And he's always been a student, but to study the greats like a John Stockton. Big man, like Richmond, if you out there watching, study Jarrett Allen. The interesting thing is you've been around Jarrett. That's a guy you definitely should study. Richmond, you play like him. I'm not gonna want to schedule any games against your pops. So be like, nah, we good. We good. But this picking players and learn to study to play like is key. So any final thoughts, Coach?
I mean,
Anything like that?
I mean, a player, I think players like I got you, Coach. I think players like he's listening. I think players like Jarrett Allen are I want to say undervalued in a sense. Not by the NBA,
no,
because they're valued, because he's going to get his. But I think by the masses, being a player like that is undervalued. It's not sexy. Right? It's not sexy. It's because people might not talk about you as much.
Yeah.
Right. But again, a player like Jarrett Allen, he's played like that pretty much his whole career. He was an All-American. Right. He's played like that. Now hear me out, people. Jarrett's played like that. He was one of the top players in the nation, All-American, top player in the state. He went to the University of Texas, a major D1 school, for 1 year. He was drafted lotto.
Yeah.
Went to the Brooklyn Nets, got traded to the Cavaliers. He's been an all-star. But you wouldn't say what he does is sexy. But it's effective. So the key is you have to find your place, right? You have to find things that you can do to help your teammates get better, but also that you can do to help your career. And that may be being a rim protector, being a defender, being a rebounder, right? Just because you're a rebounder doesn't mean you can't be a scorer, right? You don't have to be the main person dribbling the ball all the time to be an effective scorer. There's something called offensive rebounds, right? You can average a double-double. You can add 15 and 10, and you can get and 5 of those can be offensive rebounds. And then it could be 20 and 10. 5 can be offensive rebounds. You get you a few and ones. You got 20 points. And you didn't have to demand the ball at all because you went in and you just created your own path. So if you can go out and play with a motor and go out and just create your own path and say, you know what, I'm going to be a defender. If that means I'm going to be a wall, I'm going to guard my man, I'm going to get me a couple of steals. That's 4 points. I'm going to give me about 5 offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
That's another That's 10 points. I got 14. Give me a few and ones in there. That's another 3. That's 18. You see what I'm saying? I mean, so now I'm finishing the game. I got 18, 10, 5, and 3. You don't think coach is going to be looking for you?
Yeah.
Because you're telling coaches that you're willing to do the small things, right? You're paying attention to the details. You have a basketball IQ. You understand the game enough to know that it's more than me just pounding the ball and trying to get 30
no question.
points and being a volume shooter. I'm going to be
Listen,
effective at what I do. And if players can
high
truly understand that, if you can understand that, like I didn't understand that as a player, right? I didn't have nobody telling me that stuff. But if you can understand that, dude, I mean, you could separate yourself. You could be a Jarrett Allen. Jarrett Allen has separated himself. He is invaluable for his team because who else is going to do what he's doing?
Now that, hey, coach, that's
who else is going to do? Who else is going to do it?
You're dropping
Why not
knowledge
you,
right
players?
there.
Why not you be the next Jarrett Allen, which you be the next you, whoever that you is.
Whoever
why not?
that you is.
Why not?
As Phil be saying, be your own GOAT. Be your own greatest of all time.
Yes.
And what does that truly mean for you? And so as coaches, as we're sharing this stuff, we're giving some of you players out there really cheat codes, because we're not just people talking basketball, and we're also coaches. We also develop. We're around this game all the time, and we love this game. And there's a reason why we're still involved in this game. And I want to leave on this note. We have a player on our team, about 6'2". He's averaging about 12 rebounds, coach. He's just, it's when I be looking at it, man, I'm watching this guy play, and I'm like, dude, this dude is relentless at pursuing the ball. And there's sometimes we're playing against teams that have 6'8" dudes, 6'6", 6'7", and they can't keep him off the boards. He just wants it more. But that's a little thing. Then you know, I talked to players about I had a really good conversation with a young player on our 14U team. He's about 13 years old right now, so he's on the younger end of it. So we have another year 14U, and we were talking about how he can earn minutes. And my conversation with him was like this. I said, first, you have to listen to the cues. I said, coaches are telling you what they need from players, whoever it is, from the bench. I said, even when I watch video, when I watch games, the camera's on the opposite side. I don't know if players really pay attention to that. Just giving you guys a little cheat note. I watch players on the bench. I watch their interaction. I watch if they're engaged. I watch if they're cheering for their teammates. I watch all this stuff because I want to know who are my energy givers. I also watch and I also hear complaining, good, cheering for players, wanting the players to succeed, or those that like all this stuff. It plays a role, because if I go in there with a negative attitude and I have bad body language, that means I'm going to the game with bad energy. I'm not ready. I'm not excited. I'm not pumped. As opposed to going to the game, studying what's right in front of me, where it's like, okay, what kind of defense are they in? Are they in the 2-3 zone? Okay, where are the gaps? What is coach saying to the players on the court that I could be picking up, saying, okay, when I go in the game, I'm doing that because I want to stay in the game. You and I both coach tell players all the time, make it hard or it's to sub you out. Yeah. And pouting is not going to be the reason why we don't sub. Pouting I don't know what coach, I've never met a coach that says, man, I got to give little Johnny 10, 15 minutes because, dude, that dude pouts and complains like the best of them. Like, I've never seen it. I've never seen a coach recruit somebody because they saying, yo, that kid pouts and complains with the best of them. So that's funny. You know that to be the case, like this is my question I posed out there. I did a little short earlier. I was venting a little bit earlier on social media, man. And I was like, how does that work for you? Complaining. Right. Meaning that, and look at just track your past and with all the coaches you played for. Has it helped you? Right. Or has it hurt you? Because you might want to change if it's hurt you. That's good, coach. I'm just leaving it on that note, coach. Thank you guys again for joining us and supporting Go Get It Basketball Academy in any capacity. Those that support us in the clinics, those that support us on YouTube, those that support us as we coach our teams, you know, Rich with Grace Academy, me with the Texas Lions, our high school teams and all that stuff.
Right.
We love doing this. We thank you all and we appreciate it. And we'll keep bringing it. We'll keep bringing it as long as you keep tuning in.
If you
Like,
keep tuning
subscribe,
in,
share.
and even if you don't tune in initially, we will still keep bringing it.
We'll keep
We
bringing
here
it.
until you tune in, until y'all tune in. So tune
Yes.
in.
Hey, we're practicing what we preach, delayed
Yeah.
gratification, right? Like in the sense of we have to sow the seeds. We're
Right.
new to the YouTube world as far as consistency and stuff like that, and really taking it serious because we hope we have something to offer the next generation, and we want to pour into you all the best we can. So, as we always say, Coach, boom.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.